The special military operation continues, and the more difficult the situation on the front lines becomes for the enemy, the more brutal and barbaric the attacks carried out by the Kiev regime. I am confident that the upcoming parliamentary elections will confirm the stability of the state, the maturity of our political system, its ability to withstand any external threats, blackmail. The special military operation continues, and the more difficult the situation on the front lines becomes for the enemy, the more brutal and barbaric the attacks carried out by the Kiev regime. This reveals the full neo-Nazi, Bandera, and Russophobic essence of the force we are fighting. Now, a lot depends on our unity, on the courage of Russian soldiers and officers, on everyone who works conscientiously in their place to contribute to the victory. I am confident our soldiers will not let us down. I am confident that the upcoming parliamentary elections will confirm the stability of the state, the maturity of our political system, its ability to withstand any external threats, blackmail, and aggression, and will become an expression of the common will of millions of people and their desire to ensure Russia's sovereignty and security. Even in the most difficult conditions, we will not retreat from the principles of democracy. We hold and will hold elections at different levels throughout the territory of our great country, from the far east to Novorossiya and Donbas. Among your candidates are many veterans of special military operations. I see them in the hall. Our heroes fought worthily for Russia and, I am sure, will work worthily in the country's parliament. They have invaluable experience behind them, a deep understanding of the problems faced by frontline soldiers and their families. I am convinced that they will direct all their efforts to solving all these problems.
Explosions rocked Kiev overnight on August 22nd as Russia launched a fresh attack on the Ukrainian capital, according to local authorities. Several blasts were heard minutes after an air raid alert was issued, while a warehouse caught fire in Kiev's Donetsky district. One person was killed and several others were injured, just 2 days after another Russian attack killed 15 people in Kiev. In Kryvyi Rih, a Russian drone strike killed 16 people and injured 130 others, including 23 children, according to Ukrainian officials. Zelensky said drones struck a shopping center in 2 separate waves, describing the attack as a deliberate double-tap strike. The second strike allegedly came while rescuers were already at the scene, raising concerns that emergency teams were also put at risk. A Ukrainian official said a jet-powered Shahd-type drone was used in the attack and flew at an extremely low altitude. 29 people were seriously injured, including 5 children, as flames engulfed the shopping center, according to reports.
Шановні українці, українки, зараз в Кривому Розі рятувальна операція після удару по торговельному центру. Сили залучені, всі необхідні. На жаль, багато людей постраждали. Був удар кількох російських дронів, цілеспрямований, підлий, один за одним. На зараз відомо вже про 14 загиблих. Мої співчуття рідним та близьким. Більше 100 людей поранено. Відомо, що серед них 11 дітей. З'ясовують інформацію про всіх, хто міг бути в цьому торговельному центрі. Абсолютне звірство росіян. Просто тварі. Обов'язково відповімо. Важливо, щоб було все для захисту життя. Важливо, щоб світ не мовчав про це все. Повинна бути крапка в цій російській війні. І треба, щоб світ із цим нам допомагав. Дякую тим, хто з Україною. Кожному дякуємо, хто зараз допомагає людям у Кривому Розі, там на місці, в інших наших містах і громадах. Вічна пам'ять усім загиблим від російського терору.
The Russian government said on August 20th that its forces had captured 2 settlements in Donetsk over the previous 24 hours, claiming fresh gains along the front line. Russian battle group units reportedly captured the settlements of Nikolai Poli and Matyashevo in Donetsk, according to the state-run TASS news agency. Statement by Russia's defense ministry read, and I quote, "Battle Group South units liberated the settlement of Nikolai Poli in the Donetsk People's Republic through active operations. Battle Group Center units liberated the settlement of Matyashevo in the Donetsk People's Republic through decisive operations." Unquote. The reported advances came as Russian forces continued offensive operations across several Ukrainian front lines, maintaining pressure on Kiev's positions. Russia also claimed Ukrainian forces suffered around 1,390 casualties across the front line during the 24-hour period, according to Moscow's latest battlefield assessment. Moscow said Battle Group Center alone accounted for more than 370 Ukrainian casualties in its area of operations during the same period. Russia also claimed Battle Group East inflicted more than 320 casualties as its troops advanced deeper into Ukrainian positions, according to TASS. Moscow said its forces also struck Ukrainian fuel and energy facilities, transport infrastructure, and storage sites for unmanned aerial vehicles. Russia additionally claimed its air defenses intercepted 1,504 Ukrainian drones and 11 guided aerial bombs within a single 24-hour period. The claims came as Ukraine's death toll continued to rise following Russia's massive overnight missile and drone attack on Kiev on August 20th. The death toll has risen after Russia launched a massive overnight missile and drone attack on Kiev on August 20th, unleashing a prolonged barrage across the Ukrainian capital. At least 15 people were killed and dozens more were injured during the hours-long assault, according to the Kiev Independent, as the scale of destruction continued to emerge. Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko declared August 21st a day of mourning following the deadly attack, as the city paid tribute to those killed. President Zelensky said around 40 people were injured and described the Russian assault as a massive attack that caused widespread damage across the capital. Zelensky said Russia combined ballistic and cruise missiles with large numbers of drones, in what he described as an attempt to inflict maximum damage on Kiev. Two blasts at the same time, like nothing I'd heard before, victim Galina Morozova told the Kiev Independent, describing the terrifying impact of the attack. "I didn't see light, just sound. I was covered with glass, blinds, bits from the frame," Morozova said, recalling the moment the explosion struck. Zelensky said, and I quote, "Emergency crews have been working at the sites of Russian strikes since overnight. It was a massive attack. The Russians had been preparing for a long time, combining different types of ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and drones, aiming to cause as much damage as possible to civilian infrastructure. There is destruction in Kiev and the region, as well as in the Odessa and Chernihiv regions. In the capital, residential buildings were damaged, including a high-rise whose upper floors were destroyed, as well as a children's hospital and a school. Emergency response and rescue operations are ongoing. As of now, we know that this Russian strike has claimed the lives of 12 people in Kiev, with one person killed in the region. My condolences to all the families and loved ones. Around 40 more people were injured. In the Odessa region, the enemy carried out a drone attack on a border crossing with Moldova. In the Chernihiv region, it targeted gas infrastructure. I thank all the rescuers, medics, police officers, and utility workers who have been helping people from the first moments. Unfortunately, while Moscow is investing in ballistic missiles and escalation, such strikes do not always receive the response they should from the world. And as long as Ukraine does not have enough anti-ballistic defense, Russia will not consider peace seriously. We are doing everything to ensure we have that protection, and work on the Fragile program continues every day. But Patriot interceptors cannot yet be replaced, and we need them every day. Every additional missile saves the lives of our people. I thank everyone who understands this and is looking for and finding ways to help," unquote. Ukraine's Air Force said Russia launched 44 cruise missiles, 2 Banderol drones and 168 Shard drones during the massive overnight barrage. Ukrainian forces said they intercepted 39 of the cruise missiles, both Banderol drones and 145 Shard drones as they attempted to defend the capital. But Ukraine's military did not reveal how many ballistic or hypersonic missiles Russia fired, leaving questions over the full scale and composition of the attack. Zelensky said Kiev was ready to pay for additional Patriot missiles after the attack exposed the continuing challenge of defending the capital against Russian ballistic strikes.
Upgrade your news experience with the all-new HT app. Download now.